Hi there, welcome to the Obachanchatter. I don't know why I was looking around, I was crazy. I am here to do OB's movie review for The Woman in the Yard. This is directed by Jaume Collet-Serra, and the star of this is Danielle Deadwyler. Okay, it's 87 minutes. It was filmed in the United States, and it did very well so far. It wasn't released till March the 28th, and what's that? Almost a month. Yeah, it'll be a month Monday. And it was the budget for this movie, they spent 12 million and it did the box office 23. So it's almost, I'm sure by now it's done double or more than that. So this story was not what I expected it to be. Um because I thought it was gonna be crazy because I was like, she in the yard in the daytime, she gonna sit her ass out there in all that black with all that sun beating down on her head like that. I wear black a lot, and if you stand in the sun with this shit, it will you. If it's the right kind of sun, you'll feel like your ass is on fire. So, and then I was just curious, and I said, "Damn, this a badass bitch, right? I mean, bad bitch. This all right here, cause she is getting motherfuckers in the daytime. The sun blind like a motherfucker. I was like, she kill people in the daytime. This gonna be good. So anyway, it's about um the what's her name, Danielle. She plays this woman named Romana. I don't know the last name. And she a widow, a single mother, and she disabled by a car accident and that also killed her husband. They was in the car together coming back from coming back, and she real distant and shit from. She fucked up from him dying. You know what I'm saying? Well, if I'm gonna tell you the truth, she was fucked up before he died, but she up here she was having problems, and you know. And so it made it after he died, it just made it worse. So I mean, she took the light bill off, and no, she ain't went to the grocery store, and they live on a farm, so they have to drive into town. They left the city because the city was too noisy for her, and she didn't like being in the city. So they sold all that shit and spent all that money. They bought a farmhouse that needed to be fixed up, and that's where they live. So anyway, she would just wouldn't get out of bed and shit, and her son was older, so he tried to watch his sister while she be tripping because she was disabled. But she was getting around with something on her leg and some crutches. Well, I don't know if she was disabled all the way or just her leg was just broke, like the accident seemed like it was kind of like recent. So anyway, while they downstairs trying to get ready for school and shit, she upstairs laying in the bed up under the covers, looking at her, looking at her photos, looking at her collection, him talking to her. She's sitting there missing her husband and shit. So anyway, she finally get her ass out of bed and the dog throwing up on the floor. And she said, "Why is the dog throwing up? What did you give him? What did you feed him?" He was like, "I fed him that because you ain't bought no dog food." Oh, okay. So, she's showing that it's her neglect. But she says she pray every day for strength, to get better. And they trying to help her, but they kids after a while they get tired of that bullshit because them is like you just laying around sleeping, but she's depressed. So anyway, the little girl go to the door and she said, "Yo, it's somebody in the mom. It's a lady in the yard." She said, "A lady in the yard?" She said, "Yeah, over there." So she's the lady. You see the trailer. This black lady with this like all this black veil shit on, but she got her hands and shit is bloody. I don't know why her hands is bloody, but her hands are bloody. So anyway, after a while, she come outside and she said, "You lost? Where you come from, honey? Where you at?" And she said, so anyway, the the Ramona started getting scared of her a little bit, right? She said, "You might want to get off my property. My husband home in a little bit." And then she gets scared when the lady said, "No, he ain't. Your husband ain't here." And she heard him get her ass back in the house. So the kids is like, "So who is she?" So she moving closer. So it's like, "Who the fuck?" So anyway, the lady used some kind of, she get rid of the dog. The dog goes somewhere. So as the thing is building up, the little boy don't listen to her. Her son, he wind up going outside and start talking to the lady. So she sees that the boy and the lady is talking. So somehow or another, she outside now too, and the lady said, your mother's a liar. You know what I'm saying? That ain't how your father died. Tell the truth. So anyway, this is the truth. The mother and the father was at the restaurant. They were celebrating something, and she's just like she had resting bitch face. And he was like, "What's the matter, darling? It's our anniversary tonight." She was like, "I ain't happy." He was like, "Well," she said, "I don't want to be here. I don't like it. I don't like this." He said, "You didn't like the city, so I moved you to the country." He said, "All our money is in the house. What do you want me to do? I'm trying to make you happy. I don't know, but I'm not happy." And she leaves him sitting in the restaurant. She get the keys and she get up and she leave. And he just look and he go and get in the car. She driving and they arguing and she started driving faster and they had wreck. But when she get her ass home, she tell her kids that father was driving. So it's a what you call it, a psycho thriller where that thing in the yard, the lady has manifested herself. She said she was asking for strength. She was asking for strength to kill herself. So that she manifested this thing to come to help her do that shit. And that's what that thing gonna do. So anyway, listen, I told you enough of the movie. I love you. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you soon. Bye now.